Okay, welcome to the Definitive Decision Guide to Autoresponders 2018 video number 2. Here we're going to take a look inside of Aweber, which is another cloud-based solution, just like MailChimp that we saw in video number 1. I'm going to discuss why I picked Aweber for my business, and why and how I use the Mail It plugin, and my future plans for my Mail It. So let's get started. Alright, so to get started inside of Aweber, first things first, just like with MailChimp, you're just going to log right into aweber.com. If you do not have an account, you'll be able to set up a trial account just like the guide informed you. So make sure you go in, log in, get an account set up, and when you log in, you'll hit the dashboard, which as you can tell looks a little different obviously than MailChimp. This is one of the challenges of moving from different cloud-based autoresponders, is each time you move to a different autoresponder, you will have to learn their interface, which doesn't take too much time, but it is a concern, it is an issue, it's something that you need to evaluate. So here's a quick look at the dashboard. It's pretty straightforward. Account overview is going to have your stats, where you can see your unsubscribed and your subscribers, broadcasts that you sent out, quick view of list stats, today, yesterday, subscribes, unsubscribes, all that good stuff. You can create new lists, and it's got the ability to send different types of messages. Of course, they have campaigns and broadcasts and some legacy follow-ups. So each autoresponder will have its own little way of saying how to send messages, and you know how the autoresponder, what they call them inside of there. Here you can manage and add subscribers, your sign up forms, just like in MailChimp, where you can create pop-ups and all that kind of thing. Lots of report features. Each list has its own set of options. And so let's just jump right into why I picked Aweber, right? So one of the reasons that I picked Aweber was because first I started with MailChimp. So let's just go back to MailChimp real quick. And you'll see right here I've highlighted your account has one or more issues that need to be resolved. View the issues. And you'll go down here and you'll see terms of service violation. You'll see that first one happened on May 26, 2016, which I was able to resolve that. That was an issue that I had with me and Amazon and MailChimp. Of course, that was me not understanding, or not taking the time to read the terms of services. With Amazon, first and foremost, they don't want you to send out Amazon affiliate links in emails. So MailChimp was backing them up. And so I corrected that. Then I had a secondary terms of service when I started a different affiliate program, which I thought, okay, well, I'll just use a different affiliate program. I won't use Amazon links and I'll be okay. Well, no, come to find out, right? I didn't take the time because it was a free account and I was in too big of a hurry, and I didn't take the time for example, like you have, you've purchased, downloaded, and you've read the Definitive Decision Guide to Autoresponders. You have all the details to make an informed, quality decision on the autoresponder that you need for your business. So just like the guide said, right? You need to go read their terms of use. So for example, go to MailChimp, look under legal, acceptable use policy, or just Google it, acceptable use policy for MailChimp if you're thinking about signing up for free, and go down here and look, prohibited content. Alright, now scroll down. Alright, some of these are pretty self-explanatory: illegal services, canned spam laws, porn, sexually explicit material. Okay, but some industries have higher than average abuse complaints, which can jeopardize the deliverability of our entire system. Nothing personal, but in order to maintain the highest delivery rates possible for all of our customers, we can't allow businesses that offer these types of services, products, or contents. And what is one of those? There you go, affiliate marketing. Now, if this is the reason that you're buying an autoresponder that you're paying a subscription to use, even free, it is free, but you will have to invest your time to use this service. So if you're going to do affiliate marketing with MailChimp, you will have to use the time to work around the fact that they do not allow affiliate marketing campaigns directly from their emails. So if they determine that you're using a link from one of the major affiliate partners out there, vendors out there. For example, ClickBank or Warrior Plus or a JVZoo, they will terminate your account. You will violate their terms of service agreement. Now that's not to say that you can't do affiliate marketing for MailChimp. Just as a quick example, you could write all your emails, put all your email and all your emails, link all your emails to your blog, and on your blog host all your affiliate links. So effectively, you would have to use your blog as a bridge page between your customers' emails and your affiliate offers. Every time your customer clicked on a link, you'd have to send them to your blog, and then on your blog, then you would have them bridge over or link over to the affiliate offer. Now, while that would allow you to use the free service with MailChimp, right, until you reach the number of subscribers where you have to start paying, right, that is time. Time you can never get back, right? Money you can make more of, right? The better your business gets, the more money you'll get, but the time will always be the same, right? As a 30-minute marketer, 30minutemarketing.net, we have a limited amount of time, 30 minutes, right? So we're thinking, okay, I only got 30 minutes a day. Well, if you want to spend your 30 minutes, right, setting up your bridge page in your blog and not being able to link directly to your affiliate links, then Aweber might be the right, or sorry, MailChimp might be the right choice for you. But for me, it wasn't. Right? After getting shut down, going through and looking at all the other options, Aweber became the choice for me, and that's not the only reason. Aweber has, right, just like in your guide, Aweber has a nice incremental service where you can have a total number of subscribers, and then the price goes up as your subscriber base grows, right? So, and then another option is inside of list settings. So inside of list settings, they actually have a confirmation email, right? And this gives you the ability to turn on and off double opt-in. So once you first set up your account, these buttons may not be here, but what you can do and what I'll provide you is a nice little email script and a good way to actually contact Aweber once you have your account up and running and you have a list with a good subscriber base and you send out some quality emails, you haven't gotten any complaints. You can send this email script to them and they'll give you these buttons that allow you to turn double opt-in on and off. Okay? Now, these buttons will pop up as well, as you'll have the ability to send this email, because each one of these lists that you create, when you actually create a list, so say you want to create multiple lists, these have actual integrated into an API interface, right? So that API interface gives you the ability to integrate with other tools. So for example, say you have like a Thrive plugin, and inside of Thrive you have light boxes or ability to capture leads inside of that plugin. Well, instead of using the HTML sign-up forms, when you create a sign-up form, instead of using the HTML codes they give you, you can actually just integrate it directly via API, right? A programmed interface, automated programming interface, directly from, say, that Thrive themes, or maybe you have a quiz software. Like I have a quiz builder that's in the cloud. I can build quizzes, host them on my pages, and then I just automate that and tie that right into the API with Aweber. And I'm sure you've seen other services that mention this API. Well, that API by default is a double opt-in API. So maybe you want to turn that off, right? So what I'll provide you is a nice little email script. Like I said, once you have established your account and you show Aweber that you're serious and you're not a spammer, you can contact them with this script, and they will work with you. Most likely, like I said, they will work with you, and you can turn off this double opt-in. So this was a big plus for me with Aweber. I was able to get this done, and it's gave me the ability to actually have emails delivered to people without the fact that, because most people are going to sign up for your thing and they're never going to check their email. Now, this is one of the things that you'll have to do for your business. You'll have to decide double opt-in or no double opt-in. But I'm just making you aware of the fact that Aweber has this ability, and they will work with you even as an affiliate marketer. All right, so that's why I picked Aweber for my business. Okay, So, but you use all the information in the definitive decision guide to autoresponders, right? You take all that information, you do your research, get your accounts, log in, whether it be a free account or you have to pay for 30 days, whatever the case may be. Just like in the decision guide, use that information, make an informed decision, pick an autoresponder or two, go through it, use it for a little bit, and see if it fits your business. Okay, that's the key, making an informed decision that best fits your business. But that's why I picked Aweber. So now let's get into why and how I use Mail-It plugin. So the thing I use the Mail-It plugin is, so as you can see here, it gives me the ability, as we discussed before, to either use my hosting service or an SMTP third-party provider. So, but let's say that I want to send, right, a quick email from, say, Internet Marketing Mistakes, right? I can go in here and I can fill in these details and I can send it from Internet Marketing Mistakes. But let's say that I want to send an email from Gary Baker. Well, I can change that send name right here, Gary Baker, right? And now it's going to come from internetmarketingmistakes.net, the email address, but my sender name will be Gary Baker. So now people recognize my name. And I'm just using that as an example. But the thing is I can do all this in Mail-It plugin, right? And with my own hosting provider, right? And I can upload and test with any email addresses that I want to upload and test with, and I can control all that right here in my plugin. And that means that I don't have to jeopardize or go in and go through a long drawn out process of creating a new list, getting that set up, and maybe messing around with Aweber, sending an email that maybe they don't think is appropriate for whatever reason. I don't have to worry about those issues because this is self-hosted, it's mine, it belongs to me. Now don't get me wrong, you still have to deal and you have to be careful because you're dealing with sending email from your web host, or you're from your SMTP third party provider. So this is not an excuse, or this is not me telling you to use this for spam. Not at all. This is telling me that this is just another way for you to test emails. So for example, there's lots of testing services out there that you can actually go and you can test and optimize your emails to get them delivered into the inbox, right? So they'll give you a test email that you can send an email address to. So you can grab that, copy it into, right, your self-hosted plugin, self-hosted email autoresponder, pop it in there as a subscriber, send an email, right? Check and see if the deliverability for that domain, because at this point you're just focused on the domain and maybe what the content of your email, like the links or your wording, your title, like, hey, make $1 million, this is for free. Those are kind of things you should stay away from. But sometimes your wording, you're trying to figure it out. You try to spend so much time figuring out the wording to stay out of the spam box, but it just doesn't seem to be working for you. And you just want to test it and say, well, can I say the word free and stay out of the spam box? Well, let me test, right? So you'll grab that email here from like glockapps.com, their spam testing, or you can go to mailer-tester.com. They'll give you an email address. You can check your score, right? And a big thing in this is it checks lots of things. Goes into a lot of technical details here about the setup of your actual email, security settings in the email and the provider itself, the SMTP gateway that's actually sending the emails. But a big thing too is the actual content of your email, right? So if the content of your email is spammy, right, you can actually check the spamminess of the content of your email. So this is a great use for a self-hosted plugin like Mail-It. So future plans for my Mail-It. So my Mail-It is the hybrid, right, that we talked about in video number 1, and we also talked about in the guide. So it being a hybrid, it's going to give me tools that I have in Aweber. And like I said, this is a beta program, and the vendor that makes this is he's working to make it a good service, and he's actually added sequences, which is missing from the self-hosted Mail-It plugin. So you're billing out sequences, you create sequences and everything. But again, the key here is, right, you control the settings here. You control the import and export of your contacts. You control your SMTP gateway. So SMTP provider, you can use your hosting service that you already have, or you can get a third-party host, and you can control all of this, right? Like, your SMTP from name, the email that you're going to get a reply to, all that good stuff. So, and this is a thing, if you can find a hybrid solution like this, and you find a good hosting service or a good SMTP third party provider that's in the guide, and maybe the prices are a little cheaper, and maybe my Mailit does everything I needed to do as a basic autoresponder, right? So I can use this. So I'll list the pros and the cons. I'll take a look at the prices, say, okay, how much is Aweber costing me versus what will it cost me with my Mailit, right? Test it for a while, make sure it works with my business, and then, like I said, that what we're here doing, right? We're here to make an informed decision about our business. We're looking for the best return on our investment. Our time versus how much money we spend. So, you want to take all that into account when you're evaluating all your options for your autoresponder. But that's the future for me and my Mailit is to go through these settings, make sure this works for me, and if it saves me time and money, then yeah, I'm going to use it. Or maybe I'll just keep using, I'll have all three available to me because I already have access to them. So I've taken that all into consideration for my business. Say, hey, I'll just stick with Aweber because it does exactly what I need for the time being, and it doesn't cost me, that much. I'm able to pay for that, and it's just part of doing business. So I'll just keep that service as well, and then I'll, the Mailit plugin. It's a one-time purchase. I own it based off of a lifetime hosting account that I have. It does what I need, for the things I needed to do for my testing. The My Mailit, it might be part of my business come down the road. It might not be. So that's it. Those are the future plans for me for My Mailit. That's how and why I use the Mailit plugin. I explained why I picked Aweber for my business. So take all this information that you have from the definitive decision guide to autoresponders. You know, take all the information in that guide, right? Parse through it. Do more research. Make out a pros and cons list, right? Take a look inside of Aweber for yourself. Take a look inside Mailchimp. Take a look inside of all of them, right? And figure out what best suits your business, and make an informed decision and keep moving forward. All right. Hey, thanks for watching video number 2 for the definitive decision guide to autoresponders. Go ahead and take a look at video number 3. Got some more great stuff in there talking about inside of Aweber, and it'll show you a little more detail in checking those messages for spam. All right. Thanks for watching.